Hi, my name is Carly Erickson, and I'm going to be speaking to you today about malaria in sub-Saharan Africa. Every minute, at least one child in Africa dies of malaria. Malaria claims the lives of over 500,000 people in Africa every year. Its most susceptible victims are children under the age of 5 and pregnant women. This disease is spread by the mosquito. While the mosquito to us is considered pesky and annoying, we rarely consider it much of a threat. But to the people in sub-Saharan Africa, the mosquito is lethal. It's the fear of every parent for their child. I've recently been made aware of the situation in Africa, and since learning about it, I haven't been able to get it off of my mind. I've spent a large amount of time studying and researching this topic so that I could be more aware of it myself and help others understand it as well. Malaria is preventable and curable. The people of Africa, unfortunately, have very limited access to these life-saving resources. Many people are trying to change that, and there has been some great success over the years, but there is still so much to be done. The threat of malaria has been removed from much of the world. Malaria has been eradicated in the United States, Europe, and Russia, and many other parts of the world, but its deadly presence is still felt in many of the poverty-stricken countries near the equator. Malaria is a disease that needs the attention of the world. If it continues to go beneath the radar, it'll never be solved. And millions of children and soon-to-be mothers will continue to die at heartbreaking rates. Most of us can't donate hundreds of dollars to solve this problem. We're just not at that point in our lives. However, there is much that each of us can do to help raise awareness about this issue. In order to do that, we need to understand what is happening in the world concerning malaria. I will then discuss in the body of my speech the transmission of malaria, the symptoms and survival rate of each type of malaria, the medicines and preventive measures used to fight against malaria, why there is a struggle for the people to gain access to the resources to fight this disease, the worldwide distribution of malaria, the connection of malaria and poverty, the research going on right now to further the technologies used in fighting malaria, and the lack of funding and focus on this issue, and the importance of raising awareness. And then for my conclusion, we do not have to stand with our hands tied watching the destruction of millions of people. Each of us has the power to help relieve the suffering in our own way. I dream of a future where a mother and father can sleep peacefully at night without the fear of waking up to find their child sick with a deadly disease, knowing that they will most likely not be able to afford or have access to the medications that could save their child's life. I dream of a time when a mother expecting a baby can be excited about the birth of her new child without that joy being tainted by a fear of her contracting a disease that could mean the death of her child, or both of them. This dream can be a reality, but it will require each of us reaching outside of ourselves. Albert Einstein once said, "A person starts to live when he can live outside of himself." All I ask is that each of us take some time to ponder how we can ease this burden laid on our fellow brothers and sisters, and then do it. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great day.